Welcome back, everyone. It's another Tuesday Newsday, and I'm back with my friend Jason Hawronsky. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Of course. It's an exciting Tuesday Newsday because we are live in the Catalyst Spotlight Week for XP Network. And you guys are getting XP for being here. Can you tell us a little about that? We have a special QR code, I think.
We do. So shout outs. Thank you guys. Thanks to Catalyst Game Labs. For you viewers, check out the QR code up here. Be sure to sign up for your Tuesday event at xpnetwork.com. The Tuesday Newsday event, they're giving out extra XP as a special bonus. So be sure to sign up for the event and then click this, and you'll get your bonus XP for joining this live stream. And then, if you don't already know, XP is credit for the Catalyst Game Labs store. And I'd like to shout you guys out because Catalyst is extremely generous with their XP. Um, every store has the ability to put different values on their XP and market for whatever they are. But I think like the average store credit you get for every participation is like $2 if you just do all the things, and most of these are really really easy. So today there's two opportunities. You can join this stream and click the QR code and sign up. You can also do the Tuesday trivia. You get, I think, 500 XP or something, some crazy amount of XP. That XP can be used on the Catalyst Game Labs Shopify store as credit towards your orders. So on top of all the Black Friday and Cyber Monday stuff the Catalyst is already doing, there's even more generous credit to you guys. And I think if you do all the events, it's like well over $10 a credit.
Yeah.
So pretty awesome and super generous. Just shout outs to Catalyst. Really impressed with you guys just going above and beyond for the fans like that.
I'm excited to see what more we can do with this. Like, I'd love to, continue to schedule Tuesday Newsday to give you guys XP and, demo events, demo team events and stuff like that are going to be XP incentivized. And I'm excited to see where this goes in the long term. But for this week, we've got some special events for you to get that bonus XP. Now, yesterday was our first day. What was our special bonus for yesterday? Signing up, I think.
Easiest one. All you have to do is follow the event, sign up, and then follow the newsletter and follow a favorite Catalyst Game Labs. That was it. It was like 10 seconds of effort, and you get like $2 of credit to the store. It's awesome. Like you guys, it's a lot of XP that Catalyst is giving out. The other thing is the way XP works is it's like almost like having a wallet for crypto or whatever else, but it's not a currency. It's not crypto. It's store credit, just like your Starbucks points or whatever points you collect. So this is your Catalyst points through XP Network. The only other place you can use it is in the official XP Network store. So they're not only giving a lot of XP for the Catalyst store, but anything that ever shows up on the XP Network store, we're like Switzerland. You can use all your points collectively on our store. And we'll have, we're still in live beta, but starting next year, there's going to be some really, really cool stuff on there. We already have some items from different publishers. We have Comic-Con exclusives from San Diego you can get right now. The prices are jacked through the roof through the beta, but they will regulate starting around the end of Q1 next year. So
Cool.
Stay tuned, save your XP, or go use it at the Catalyst store today. You can get your discounts. It's crazy.
Now, just to clarify, XP, how this works, because Catalyst is not the only publisher that you can earn XP through, but Catalyst XP goes to the Catalyst store, whereas like Ares or Looney Labs, when you're doing stuff for them, you can't spend the XP that you make from them at the Catalyst store and
Correct.
vice versa.
Yeah, correct. So it's just like any other point system. You can't spend Starbucks points on Burger King. We're the only centralized store, but you can use all your points at the XP Network official store. So just click the store button on XP Network. You'll see what kind of cool goodies we are giving out. You can also get, there's a secret bonus XP if you have iPhone right now, and this will be coming to Android next year. If you download the Pong of Champions on iOS, it's our video game. It's actually, we just added music. It's in live beta on the App Store. But if you link your XP account there, you get 3,000 bonus XP just for
Oh, cool. Awesome.
That's only right now. That's also a big one. I'm surprised that Catalyst is even more generous than us even on that. It's like you can get over 5,000 from participating. It's crazy.
Cool. Yeah, I'm really excited. Now today, the XP points you can get are for using the QR code for Tuesday Newsday, and then there's also trivia, I believe. Correct?
Yep. So if you get all the trivia, it is not timed. You have time to go look it up because the point of the trivia is to learn about your publisher. So we want you to go get these questions right. If you get all 5 questions correct, you get another, I think it's 500 XP. I don't remember the numbers. You guys go onto the event and check it out. It's a lot. I know that. It's like way more than usual. You usually get like 50 for doing one of these
Cool.
events, and
Yeah.
I think you're getting like 500. So
Awesome.
pretty crazy. Or
And
250. I don't remember.
tomorrow, because of the Spotlight Week, we have events every single day this week. So what is Wednesday's event?
So Wednesday is your retailer shout out. So every one of these events, these are like, we call them events. They're kind of glorified for the word event, right? They take up to a minute or two of your effort and time to sign up for the event and then do some sort of trivia, or tomorrow is a retailer shout out. Tell us who your favorite retailer is, and then tell us what Catalyst products they do or don't stock, what you want them to stock. And then we will give that information to Catalyst. It's great KPI and analytic for them to have to go reach out to those stores and make sure that your community is supported and you have the product on the shelves and you have the organized play. Because the greater part of our network, we're not just points and credit. We do achievements, so you can earn XP from achievements. We have loyalty programs, so you get XP from buying product from the store. That kicks off later at the end of this year. It'll be live on all the stores. We link to your hobby shops, so you can get XP from your local hobby shops, not just for purchasing things, but for doing things. We really want to bring community together where you're going face to face, playing games, and not necessarily just hardcore competitive TCGs, which is kind of the tradition in your local hobby shops. It's you really only get your promos and stuff for playing a trading card game. Well, now you can get it for RPGs and party games and board games and tabletop minis games. Everything is on the table now, no pun intended. And we also have organized play. So we did full tournament software, leagues and leaderboards are coming soon, and then communities. So you just kind of like the old MySpace days, you can invite your friends group to a book club or a game club, and then invite them to all the events and leagues that you join. So
Awesome.
it's really the centralized hub for gaming is our goal to build for everybody.
Cool. Cool. So taking a break from the schedule, then I can see in chat that there are questions about how to get the XP. So if they can't use the QR code, they just go to xpnetwork.com and look up Catalyst, right?
Yeah, so luckily for them, this is the Spotlight Week, so everything's on the front page. So you don't even have to
Okay.
search the events. It's just right there on the front page. The day that those go live, so today, Tuesday's live, and you have 2 Catalyst events. You have this stream and then the Tuesday trivia. You join the event. It's a free ticket. You buy your ticket for free, and then that'll automatically get you entered to get your XP. Once the event is over, everybody that signed up for the participation will get an achievement, and it will come with XP, and you'll see it in your ledger on your account. So go to your profile and check it out, and you'll have that XP as of tomorrow.
Also, I see that Shane is in the chat answering a couple of questions too. So hi, Shane.
Shout out, Shane.
Now, before I get back into the weekly schedule again, there's been a lot of chatter in the CGL communities about XP Network this week. And there's been a lot of questions that have come up, and like I think honestly we could probably turn a bunch of them into an FAQ or something.
That'd be
but
awesome.
In the meantime, for troubleshooting, what is the best way if someone's having difficulty to get some support and help?
Number one way is join the XP Network Discord. We do our best to be almost 24-hour support. We are based in the US, but we answer questions all over the world. So you might have like a 3 or 4 hour gap in the middle of the night where the whole team is asleep. But generally speaking, that's going to be your fastest response. We have an About Us page at the bottom of the website too, where you can click to sign up to be an organizer, a retailer, or a publisher, and get more information there that might answer some of the basic FAQ, including like just what does a member get out of this, is just like right on the front page.
Cool. Awesome. So again, if you're having difficulty with the QR code, just go to xpnetwork.com, and everything is right for Catalyst is right there on the front page. And you can join from that front page. You can get to the XP Network Discord server if you have specific questions that you want answered. But we'll also be answering questions here in chat toward the end of the stream. So cool. So let's get back to the schedule for this week. So like we said, Monday was the sign up. Tuesday is Tuesday Newsday and trivia. Tomorrow is go to the game stores for our retailer spotlight. And then what's Thursday?
Thursday is how do you game? So this is more information for your publisher, right? So what's the way you like to play your games? Do you play RPGs? Do you play TCGs? Do you play role-playing games? I said RPGs, board games, party games, video games, any way that you game. This is a good data point for Catalyst to collect and say, it looks like 80% of our players that play Shadowrun are playing BattleTech. That's a crazy, weird analytic to have. Like that may be accurate, may not be, but it gives them a little bit of that information for crossover in case they want to maybe collide the worlds together or make games in the other genre for different IPs that they already work on. So this gives them that cool.
For the record, these are ideas. This is not the plan.
Correct. Yeah. As a previous publisher myself, none of this is actually just going to happen.
Internet, do not panic.
It's just information. It's good information for Catalyst to have in their back pocket and to continue to collect. Because we also have the Friday stream. So if you have more FAQ or you forget something during this stream, come into the Friday stream and ask your FAQ there too. We do that every Friday, just about. During some of the holidays coming up, we may not be live, but generally speaking, almost every single week we'll have a live stream on Fridays.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So other than the live stream Fridays, is there any other events for Friday?
If you do join the live stream Friday, there is a lucky winner that's going to get a wheel spin entry. So if they sign up, scan the QR code, everybody's entered into a wheel spin for, I think it's like a bonus 5,000 or some crazy amount of XP.
Wow. So basically, if you do all of the events this week for Catalyst and go to that live stream and you're the lucky winner, then basically you get like $20 off the Catalyst store.
I think so. Yeah, like I said, Catalyst is extremely generous on this, and I know that their store. So the way XP works is there's not like a centralized amount of XP that anything costs. Every publisher has their own control over their XP value. I think Catalyst is kind of in the middle of the road. Like they're not too high, they're not too low. But the amount of XP they're giving out still equals like several dollars worth of store credit.
Cool.
I think, like I said, it's over $10 or something if you just do everything. Just sign up every day and then do the challenge for each of these events, and you get a lot of store credit for Catalyst. It's awesome.
Cool. Awesome. So lots of events this week, lots of ways to get involved and play. The XP Network page is also a good way to the Catalyst page on XP Network is a good way to see like when we have more events, or when we have, when we're going to a convention and we want to turn any of that into XP for you guys, or just do a random event because we feel like it or whatever. That's a good place to be following so that we can communicate with you guys when it comes direct to events. Now, we talked at 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, time is weird. Episode 69, we talked about
I can't forget that one.
We talked about XP Network as a whole and what the goals are. So I want to quickly kind of reiterate that because we have new viewers here today. So let's start. Do you want to start top bottom or bottom top for publisher down to player, or vice versa?
Maybe I'm going to give like a 1 minute brief of our background and why we're doing it, and then we'll go maybe publisher down.
Okay.
Makes sense to me. But for those of you who don't know me, I started a game company as a game store, as a retailer back in 1998. I sold Games Workshop products, Yu-Gi-Oh products, anime, all kinds of stuff back in the day in the Dallas area. I was 13, so I'm not as old as it sounds there, but I started very young in the industry and had an official trade account and all that stuff. I had my mom sign up for an EIN for me and do all this stuff, and she's like, I don't know, maybe he'll learn taxes or something. Well, I got pretty into it. I started growing my inventory, selling to my friends out of my house, and then grew from my guest room into my game room, and then from my game room into a 3,000 square foot retail store in the Dallas area, and then opened multiple stores since then. And just like always been a huge gamer, always been a fan of hosting the games. Like I love being the centralized, like the cheers of the gaming community where everyone comes to the game store and you know everybody and everybody knows your name. And then in 2009, Fantasy Flight Games was canceling their TCG lines, and I purchased UFS, the trading card game. And so I became a publisher suddenly. in January 2010. So we became Jasco Games, the publishing house. That's Jason Company, because I was 13 and not that creative at the time for naming. And so we started making the UFS card game, now called Universes. We made the Buffy the Vampire Slayer board game, the Street Fighter miniatures game, the My Hero Academia game that Catalyst is working on now. We initially started that whole conversation with Catalyst back in the day before I sold that company. And there's tons of different games on the docket, lots of licensed products. And I published for 11 years after, and still had game stores around the country in Nebraska and things during that time. So my background is very, very, very rooted in tabletop gaming, publishing games, international shipping, Kickstarters, running game stores, playing games, playing in tournaments. And so with all that knowledge, under Jasco Games, like we knew as a publishers, like we need a solution for organized play, for accountability, for getting communities together to like actually know people are getting the support they're supposed to get for going to a game store and not just going into, and then the store says, I sold everything on eBay. Sorry. You know, we don't want that. We want the communities to grow and grow and grow, and not just competitively. We made so many casual and party games and board games and minis games that's like we need it to be cheers. We want everyone to go together and play games. So XP Network was born from my co-founders from Twitch. So JT Gleason, he's one of our co-founders. He was the CTO and founding 8 members of Twitch.tv. They became what it is today. It was Justin TV back then became Twitch.tv, sold to Amazon, and he worked at Amazon for 5 years before we did this venture. Nick Fotheringham, same thing, was one of the founders of Twitch. He's known as the godfather of esports, built pretty much every esports arena and esports tournament you've ever heard of. He was part of almost all of them. MLG and 343 and all the Halo stuff, Counter-Strike, Evo and all the fighting games, the FIFA World Cup tournaments, all esports pretty much. So he's one of our other founders. And then they brought in the rest of the dream team that did a bunch of stuff at Uber and Apple and Ticketmaster and Plaid and Salesforce. And we built this platform for the gaming community. So we're starting in gaming. We will be expanding into video games. So we have our own video game studio, and we might be doing some cool stuff with Catalyst down the road that I don't think I can talk about. But one day, might be some really cool news next year.
You might see some more Hawronsky on Tuesday Newsday.
You might see some more of me around. But we have a video game studio that's got some really big hitters behind it that we'll announce next year that made games that you guys have heard of. And then we'll be getting into just like any other community building. So that's like your local arcades and sports bars and, you know, anywhere where you can get together, karaoke night, build a community and come weekly. And then either a retail store, restaurant, or publisher can reward you for going by giving you achievements that come with XP that give you more discounts. So you can get really more into your hobby. So all this was done in a bunch of notebook paper back 10 years ago and finally became a reality when we had all the Silicon Valley people that could actually build it. I've attempted to build this twice. It was really expensive. We got nothing out of it. But this team are a bunch of all-stars, and they understand it totally. They've been there, done that in terms of building big tech platforms. So we're hoping to be the next, big top 5 platform, like a Google.
Awesome. Congratulations.
For us nerds,
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. So a whole week of stuff planned for Catalyst, a whole future with this awesome team. Now let's get into the top to bottom. What do the publishers get out of enlisting on XP Network?
So publishers have various, they basically get all the features. They get the whole kit and caboodle. So they're managing their organized play this way. So if you're an organizer for Catalyst, if you're part of the demo team or whatever else, this is where we're going to be onboarding you and getting you the rewards you deserve, the accountability, and those achievements that you might have missed out on. I know you guys used to get like little blue ribbons and all kinds of different things and Catalyst shirts. Well, this is the way where you can earn XP, get access to the organizer product, and then get your achievements that way. And you have potentially your own store that's just for you organizers. And the publishers, they get the big Catalyst XP that they can give out in their online store for credit, but also the more important thing, your organized play. So that's tournaments, that's leagues, that's leaderboards, that's your casual play, your painting nights, your assembly nights, anything you need to get together to play a game, your RPG nights. You'll get achievements directly from Catalyst officially, and those can be even used in game. So some of these achievements, if you go to your profile, you'll have some for joining this event. Some of those RPG achievements specifically are super cool because we're adding a flip feature that's going to give you the metadata, which means you can have organized play. You flip the card over and it'll have like a magic sword or an upgrade to something. And the other cool thing about achievements is they level up. So you can level up your achievements just like in an RPG. Awesome. So that's their main focus is we want them to have contact to their retail stores so they can support the organizers and the players properly. That's been kind of like the missing link in all this for years, is properly supporting the play groups that are coming every night to play or every week to play any of their games. And then we go down to the retail level and we kind of shift a bit. They still get XP from the publishers. So now their support is coming directly through XP Network. And you can see I ran an event, it had 30 people. I want enough prize support to go to my store. Well, now it's obvious. They can get the prize support really easy. They can just get the XP, go order from the store, and it shows up. Way more streamlined, a lot less bookkeeping. Right now, most of the publishers are still using Excel sheets to track all this stuff, and they have full-time teams. It's a pain in the butt. This will make that way more streamlined for the retailers, and then the retailers also benefit from their loyalty program. So we are fully integrated with Stripe and Shopify. 85% of the tabletop community uses Shopify now for their point of sale and their online sales. So you can earn your points, get your points to your local game store. If you haven't already, tell them to sign up. Because then you can be the organizer there and represent the store and get the points and cool. Start hosting your communities. And then we go down to organizers. Like I said, organizers can either be large organizers like a convention or an event, or like a publisher, or you're just supporting demos and tournaments and things at your local hobby shop, and you'll go underneath your hobby shop as their organizer for whatever game. And then the general member, it's free to sign up. You just get stuff. That's the best part, is you just come into XP Network and everyone is giving you XP. Whether you're using it at your hobby shop, your publisher shop, or directly on our store, you just get credits to go to all these stores and use XP.
You, as a player too, you can also find events that you might not have known of otherwise, because now it's all in one place where it's like, there's no one that plays battletech near me, and now all of a sudden you can find
not only do you get the store calendar, but you're going to get your communities pages. So once you have that play group, you can invite them to other leagues or other events, and just keep inviting your play group. Because I know we have like a Saturday game night, and we'll have I think there's 20 people in our group. Up to 12 will show up any given weekend, and we play games. Well, we use XP Network every weekend to go, we're going to play this game, this game, this game, this game, and then we always end on Jackbox games so people can come in and play online if they're not at our event. So it's a really cool way to just let everyone play.
Nice. Okay. Now, the other thing too is that for gamers in our chat, it's not just Catalyst. You've got some big names that you're working with as well. What are some of those publishers that people can also look at joining up with?
Yeah, we recently had Ares and Chaosium up on their Spotlight Week, and if you check out every week, we do have publishers almost every single week getting a spotlight, giving you XP. All you have to do is sign in during weekdays, and you'll get XP. Wise Wizards is coming up. Modifius will be coming in next year. They do some really big games that I'm sure a lot of you know. We had Level 99, Rising Empire Studios. If you go to the bottom of the website, you'll see our signed partners, and we're taking all the publishers we can get. It's one centralized hub for them. It gives them a lot of visibility to the groups. And if you're joining their Spotlight Weeks, it also teaches players about companies and games they may have never known about. And you get kind of a deep dive through the trivia and get to look into their games. And you might end up being a fan of something you never knew about. So we're always taking new publishers, and we're always taking new retailers.
Awesome. Okay, so let's take a quick break from that. I want to get to some of the announcements for Catalyst for the week, and then we'll transition over to some Q&A with the chat as well. So, Dave, I see that you're my mod. I'm going to start listing out stuff for you. If I know you might be kind of multitasking at the moment, so I will try to go slow here and help out. Battletech Aces Scouring Sands is out now. Check out our first solo and co-op play system. Dropping that in chat. Boop. Then I've got start exploring the inner sphere's smaller conflicts with Brush Wars Operation Guerrero, which is I've got a link for as well. Sorry, I'm multitasking here. December free battletech fiction is Holiday Hostilities by Russell Zimmerman. Whee! Follow the most dangerous person in the inner sphere with Tales of the Bounty Hunter, which is out now. Kickstarter's backers got theirs 2 weeks ago. Awesome. Now for Shadowrun, word on the street is that winter 2083 issue of Augment is out now. There we go. Relive one of the classic adventure series from Shadowrun First Edition with the remastered Harlequin adventure. Always good to get some naughty Harlequin in. December free Shadowrun fiction is The Resonance script by Phaedra Weldon. Phaedra actually wrote my favorite Shadowrun novel, which is Dark Resonance, too. So that's the fiction there. Explore magic in a new way with the latest Shadowrun release, Deus Ex Arcana. And there are some things in there that are connected with our AR Holo app. So you can actually find out more and get some secrets behind the scenes in AR by using that app with the book. And then Catalyst General. Join the celebration with the Catalyst Spotlight Week on XP Network. So hooray. The QR code is right there. Get your copy of Guardians of the Four Winds at Quincy's Tavern game and enjoy some relaxed strategy. We actually ran out and had to move more from one warehouse to another, so more will be back soon. Don't forget to sign up for the My Hero Academia crowdfunding campaign. I'll drop that in the chat. And get Battletech or Shadowrun themed holiday ornaments when you place an order of $45 or more at the CGL web store. So these are free with purchase. Awesome. Great. And then we will go ahead and switch over to Q&A. Any questions or anything else you want to cover before I drop you some questions, Jason?
Just another reminder, you do have to scan the QR code, but you also need to sign up for the event first. So sign up for the event on XP Network, you click join, and then scan the QR code and you'll get your XP.
Perfect.
So don't forget, it's a two-step process. And that's the same thing for all the events. You got to join the event first and then do the activity.
Awesome. All right. Is XP Network Day... I like it. Thanks so much. Is XP Network Day like Rex Manning Day? If so, what's its theme song?
We do have a theme song. It's on the Pong of Champions right now, but I'm not gonna sing it. It has the for the game, at least the video game. It's let's go, let's glow, let's throw. Because in that game you're playing like fighting game characters that are playing in a like post-apocalyptic beer pong league, essentially water pong, and they have like Street Fighter looking moves and energy and all that stuff. So they glow, because that's their powers to do their ball throwing moves, but there is a song.
Awesome. Jason, what is the incentive for stores? Doesn't the XP reward system take away from the store's sales?
It should actually increase their sales drastically. So it's the loyalty program. So you get your typical loyalty scheme that you would have for your store, but you're also getting direct XP from the publishers. So instead of hoping you get your organized play support or your demo kits or your demo material, like sample games, your retail clings and displays and all that stuff, they will give it to you through XP Network. So you can go in and get your Catalyst product directly that way. So you get free swag from the publisher that way.
And if I want to organize an event at my local game store, I get XP and my store gets XP, right?
Yep. It depends. If it's an official event through Catalyst Games will issue XP to the store, and then the store can issue XP to the organizer. The other cool thing is because it's all linked with Stripe, every member you put that's a volunteer or a staff member under the store that sells tickets to a tournament or to a gathering of any kind, that automatically goes back to the store, all the revenue.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
yeah, it actually takes people away from the front cash register that are signing up for events, and you can still sell product, and all of it is done by their phone.
Cool. Kirano Chandra asks, will we be able to configure the display time zone for emails and events for better clarity on from when to when XP network events run?
Yeah, so right now we post everything in Pacific time, and the time zones are not automatically updating. That is in a bug ticket. Now, remember, we're in live beta, so give us all the feedback you can possibly give us so we can fix things. We have robots running tests, and we physically run tests 24/7, but we need that live testing from you guys. So if you have any bugs that you find or something that's just annoying for the user experience, throw it into the Discord. Let us know so we can make a bug ticket for it.
Great. Andrew Dickinson asks, how will the support materials be distributed worldwide? Also, the retailer setup in the UK isn't really the same as the US. Conventions are different as well.
So we'll go to the first one. The distribution is usually through the publisher or the retailer. So if they already have a store that ships internationally, they'll keep shipping internationally or to wherever they ship. We do integrate with all currencies right now on Stripe and Shopify that are at least allies of the United States. We can't do things we're not allowed to do. But so you can issue XP in multiple currencies, and you can do ticketing in multiple currencies. So that's not a problem. I'm not entirely sure what they mean by the conventions. We still do badges and signups and ticketing. So let's say they do one in the UK, you can take your payments in Great British pounds or in dollars or in euros. So I'm not really sure what the question is on that one.
You may want to clarify that, Andrew, because I know, like, for Essen, like, people pretty much show up, buy their games, and leave. Like, they're not there gaming all weekend. So I guess
maybe that's what they mean.
Yeah, maybe.
But okay. The points would still go automatically through the point of sale. So as long as you log in, just like you do for most other point systems, if you're doing it for purchases for loyalty, all you have to do is log in at the point of sale, and you'll get your points.
Cool. Puggerton asks, can stores sign up for free? Because it's a hard sell. It's hard to sell to have the LGS have to pay to join the network. The webpage shows the only retailer option is $20 a month.
So there's right now during live beta, there's a 3-month trial period. It's $1 a month. And if you pay for the whole year, it's $15.99. Once you're signed up, we'll be talking to you multiple times on linking your Stripe account, linking your Shopify account, and getting all of your organized play product from the publishers that support you. And then our goal is to make sure that when you're on, we can show you the KPI that shows that we've increased your revenue because you've signed up. So that fee should be negligible compared to the amount of money we're bringing in for loyalty and new players coming in weekly for your new leagues and events.
Awesome. Kirano Chandra asks, will demo agents be able to host events that take place in stores without the stores paying for membership themselves?
That will be if they're part of another organization. So we have a rule right now. If you want to be an organizer and you're running everything yourself, there's a minimum player count that you have to do events of 50 players or higher. Otherwise, you need to sign up through a store or you need to sign up through a publisher and be the official judge or demo agent or whatever it is.
Cool. Jesus is drunk asks, why can't we filter the events by area or range?
You should actually be able to do that. If you go into the search feature, there's a bunch of different ways to filter. But we are updating the search to be a little bit easier too. Because personally, I want to just be able to type a thing in and everything shows up. I don't really want to break it by organization or tournament or whatever. So that will be done sometime at the beginning of next year. But you should have a local area filter that already works. If it's not working, then it's supposed to be working. So we'll put that in the bug report if it doesn't.
Puggerton asks, what is the incentive for stores that have their own loyalty program already and can't do Shopify?
So we will convert over, but what I've been telling stores, because we've talked to many that don't have Shopify, you can still use it for your price support and your loyalty. You just would have a smaller store of like maybe your discount items or all your promo items, because Shopify is really quite affordable to sign up. I think it's like $45 for the base package. And then you can still get that loyalty scheme going where you put your items maybe on your clearance rack on there, plus all the promo items from the publishers. And we do have a kit going out that's worth over $200 for everyone that signs up to the stores from all the publishers just for signing up. And then you'll get that quarterly prize support as well. So we'll make sure that we're helping distribute prize support, and then the publishers themselves will distribute their prize support and your like window clings and point of sale stuff and all that stuff that you typically get from your publishers.
Awesome. Keith Skidmore asks, is there a plan for XP to be awarded for local games and events planned by CDT agents? And I think that answer internally is like, as long as it is so we have 2 pages, right? We have the Catalyst page and we have a CDT page.
Correct.
So if everything that you build goes under the CDT page, and I'm not sure what the process is for, Michael to approve those or whatever, but if it's in that page, you're getting XP for it.
Correct. Yeah. So they're getting the signups right now. They're still kind of figuring out how to do that entire program and move it over. But be sure, if you're already an agent, sign up and make sure you either make an XP Network account and then reach out to Michael so we can get you transitioned into the new system. And yes, you'll get XP. That's how you'll get a lot of your rewards. It's just you get to pick from the store for you guys.
Okay, great. A question for me from Kirano Chandra: is there any update on international warehouses for better shipping prices? I actually asked about that today in the directors meeting and where we are. There are conversations and negotiations happening. It's just not final yet. We even have 2 distributors picked out, but it's a whole process to go through that. So it is coming. I know I've been saying this a long time, and I wish this was faster than it is, but it is coming. I promise. 2 more questions for me. Kickstarters, Kirano Chandra, we've had updates on Tuesday Newsday. Several Kickstarters haven't had any news, posted them for a while. Will there be any updates anytime soon? Voltron, Frostpunk. So Takedown had a backer update go out today. I meet with my brain just broke. I meet with the RPG team tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. I meet with them tomorrow, so we'll be talking Voltron and Frostpunk. I know I just got word, I'll say this now, that one of the 2 Voltron books is done, and PDFs is going to be released to backers. We're making a plan for that tomorrow. So that's coming. And then Frostpunk will be getting an update too. I know there's art that we're still waiting on approval for and stuff like that. So but we will be getting some backer updates out. It's been a couple extra weeks with the holiday and with PAX and stuff like that, so we're a little behind on those. Reckon asks, any update for those of us missing individual components from Leviathan's ships? I emailed the CGL address as instructed. It was forwarded to WebSphere, and I haven't heard anything for months. We don't have access to WebSphere customer service. Check your spam first. Make sure it didn't go there. But if you haven't heard anything, please follow back up with the store at catalystgamelabs.com so that they can poke WebSphere and make sure that if there's a holdup that gets communicated or it got lost in the shuffle or whatever it happens, they can research it for you. Puggerton, is there going to be more aces rolled out? Our FLGS ordered 10 and only got 1 from the distributor. I mean, it's fully out in distro and we have plenty of copies. So if there's a distributor stock issue or something, have them email us. I guess, like, is it a distributor issue? Is it that they ran out of stock and need more? I don't know, unless I know the distributor to dig deeper or pass that question on. So I would say as well, store at catalystgamelabs.com is a great place to start, because that gets filtered to the right person, no matter who it needs to go to. So, and TechWitch, is there a time frame for Leviathans at retail? We are tentative for, I want to say January or Feb, because fulfillment for, or wait, no. We did talk about this today. I think we're looking at March for Levs, because that way international should be pretty much done at that point. So I think that's what I'm hoping. I'm not mixing up the Kickstarters, but that's what I think our word is for today. Gosh, that was all the questions. Let me check chat and see if any last minute ones came through. Let's see here. Any chances of getting asset cards for the fulcrums from the Aces box? That's a very specific question that I do not have the answer to. So store at catalystgamelabs.com and they can forward that to Ray. When will Aces cross the Atlantic? It should already be there. As soon as something drops for Street Date, it goes to all distributors. Now, I know there's shipping delays, like it's going to get to the US distributors before it's going to get to international ones. But they should be out. So if there's an issue, again, have stores reach out to store at catalystgamelabs.com and we can look further into it. Corehammer asks, hi Corehammer, what kind of rewards can we expect to see in the XP Network store?
On our store, so it's a lot of publisher product, a lot of exclusive items like we have for the Comic-Con. Everything that's from San Diego Comic-Con is a numbered limited edition item. And then in the future, we'll have like, Pokemon cards, PlayStations, Labubus, all that kind of like generic collectible stuff, as well as gift cards, and then whatever the publishers want to promote for a month at a time. That is like a very unique item. So once we go out of beta, you'll see some really unique items on our store that are intentionally put there to be on a spotlight.
Awesome. Question from Mahi Mahi. XP gift cards so we can pay partial of a larger purchase price?
You don't necessarily need that. You can use XP right now for like a $1 off and use the rest in cash or card anyway. We are looking into gift cards right now. That's like one of the top requests is to just get gift cards onto the site. Because gift cards are regulated, we have to go through a third party, and it's a little complicated because we're a credit system that's like store credit, and then it has to go into gift cards. So we're looking into that. We're hoping we can get gift cards on the store soon.
My brain is hurting from previous companies I've worked for where you get the email from the CEO saying, please fill 500 XP Network gift cards for $2,000 each and send to me immediately.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a scam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't do
that. Lauren Coleman will not ask you to fill XP Network gift cards and send them to him.
No, luckily we have a really nice back-end ledger because our team worked at Plaid and we have a lot of people from the security section of the casinos. We have a really good security back-end, so we can kind of rewind time and fix any kind of fraud like that for the most part, and it's always being improved. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about that, but I don't like fraud. It sucks.
Gwen's dad asked, more salvage boxes when? I know they are on the reprint list. I'm not sure how far it is in manufacturing before it's ready to ship. I haven't heard that they've shipped yet, but sometimes things happen and I get surprised. So I'll have to follow up on our reprint schedule. That's part of what's being built into the release schedule that we've been waiting on. All right. Any last minute questions, guys?
I've got a few things I'm going to tell the store owners about.
Please
just
do.
Real quick. So in addition to points and giving points and getting price support and all that kind of stuff, some things that some of the retailers really like that we're doing now is your calendar view of your events being on the main page. So you don't have to post to your own event board in the store, plus Facebook, plus your website, plus whatever, plus this organizer that only does this one event every month. You can have your calendar of events in a centralized place, and you can ping your local followers, so anyone that follows your store, with a notification bell that doesn't look like a spammy email. So when they check their XP Network account, they can see they got notification that they're following your store and you're doing a thing or having a sale or doing a tournament. So it's a really cool way to get in touch with your fans. We do also link to all mailing lists. So that's like MailChimp, Klaviyo, et cetera, et cetera. So when you sign up for a mailing list on XP Network, it does link directly to the official mailing list. And we have free tournament software and ticketing and all that stuff. So if you want to go in and do events for your whatever game and it doesn't have an official tournament software, our software is included. So you can do Swiss and double elimination, single elimination, all these different tiebreakers, however you want to do it. We're hoping that a lot of big TCG companies switch over to us here pretty soon because it's just a little bit better and more convenient for them. But there's always bureaucracy. The bigger the company is, the longer it takes to onboard them. So
cool. All right. Andrew Dickinson, I see your question about list of BT products not available in the UK yet. Send a general inquiry to store@catalystgamelabs.com. We do have a sales manager now. So I would just get you in touch with him to get a conversation started, because he's going to be able to see a whole lot more and might not need a breakdown. But that way you can talk to someone that has those answers. Lao specific force packs when? Unknown. I might know if they are added to the release schedule that's still being worked on. Unfortunately, a lot of different aspects go into that. So as soon as I know, I will be very excited on a Tuesday Newsday and share all the news with you guys. Puggerton asks, can a retailer post calendar events of non-supported games like their Warhammer tournaments?
absolutely.
And you would still get the general XP for that, just not the...
Yeah. You'll get general XP or your store XP. The other thing is you don't have to give XP as a store. You can make achievements that are game related, or you can use it as a badge essentially to get into a VIP event. So in your profile, those achievements don't have to be linked to XP. You can still give achievements just for the achievement's sake, for leaderboards or whatever else, without having to give out store credit.
Awesome. Okay. Mad Murph, ballpark on Mercs getting to the main floor. I assume you mean for Kickstarter fulfillment. Wave 4 and 5 is getting set up by platforms right now. And there's 400 some SKUs or more. So it's taking a while for them to get set up, but the shipments, there's not that many shipments itself. It's just a lot of SKUs. So that's the holdup for getting set up. But they are supposed to be fulfilling here in December. So it should be done here shortly. Sorry if I missed the answer. How are the hubs going? So shipping in is normal for UK. Yeah, I know that the conversations are happening. I know that we talked about it today at the directors meeting, actually. And that it's we have hubs chosen. But like all of the negotiations and inventory movement and SKUs getting assigned to their systems and everything that goes into that I don't know the entire checklist of, does take a while and is taking a while, longer than we would like, as well. But as soon as we have it, I'll be very excited to share that with you guys. Karano Chandra asks, if we run a paid event at a con, and people pay the con for the ticket, how do we let them and only them join on the event for XP purpose?
So if you're an event organizer underneath the convention, there's two ways this happens. You either are a staff member of the convention or member to run an event, and that money automatically goes to the organization. There's no way to collect it yourself. If you're doing your own official event, the money automatically goes to you, no matter how many volunteers or staff members are taking the ticketing. We also have a scanner for all this stuff. So if you need, in the ticketing software side, to scan a ticket, let's say you have a prize wall and you want a one-time redemption, you can set your ticket to be scannable once, and then it'll give a failure notice so people can't take the prize more than once and cheat the system. You can also do turntable or whatever it's called, the rotating thing, turnstile. There we go. Turnstile tickets, where you can go in and out the convention as much as you want and sign up for all your side events underneath it. So it'll show your main ticket to the event plus all your side events. And each of those side events can be linked to different organizations. And then the scanners on the staff side can scan the front door, the back door, the event itself. You give all these different permissions. It's very robust. But I think that answers the question. But the money goes to the organization. So whoever that is, they'll assign roles. And if you're part of that organization, there's no way to take the money from the organization.
Cool. Code Block Medic, why is this is kind of part of the previous question. Why is the store shipping cost so high? A 25-pound item costs 150 pounds in shipping charges. So, I was just told today what I'm allowed to say. So I'm trying to make sure that I separate these things in my head. So, we have actually moved our store inventory and fulfillment to a new warehouse entirely. So actually, some of you might have noticed that there's a lot less items on our store right now. That was the initial rollout, to just like, can we get 150 items out there without breaking everything? The answer is yes, it's now live. But this is the second warehouse we've had where shipping prices for international are that's just the state of the world right now. But we are, as previously answered, looking at negotiating with hubs in those regions around the world so that we can just stock them directly and they can fulfill locally. So that will fix that. We're just not at the final stages for distro yet. Mad Murph, on XP, is there a way to search by area? Indiana and Michigan don't care about an in-store event in Florida.
Yeah, I believe I answered that earlier. You should be able to just on the search bar here. Let me see if I can just do it right now so I can speak directly from XP Network. In the search bar, there is a zip or city search, and then you can type in your zip code. I'm going to type in Las Vegas here and see what shows up. It should be Las Vegas only events. Yeah, so it does work. So yeah, your search bar works. Now I will say, because we're in live beta, I think we only have 10 stores or something signed up so far. So as we populate the system from this year to next, and we have 2 big panels at Gamma this or next year, educating stores and publishers about XP Network. So it will be a growing network and bigger and bigger as we go.
Alistair, I see your question about redeeming XP currency on the CGL store if you're in Europe. Save your XP. It is coming. The local distro hubs are coming. And I know that it is a priority, like within this next year, hopefully sooner rather than later. But yeah, save your XP and wait for that shipping cost to come down, because it will.
There you go. It also, I don't know if you guys already have all the currencies set up. This is probably a Talon question, but you should be able to do it in any local currency too once it's all finished.
Yeah. Okay. Last question, because we're a minute out. Matt Lemon. Hi, Matt. How are you doing? Is there any way to tie in an online-based gaming group to XP Network, or is there only going to be support for IRL locations?
So we have 2 different ways to set up your events. You can do online or in person. So, and then there's official and unofficial. Official just means it's supported by an organization. So if you want to do an unofficial event like I did for my gender reveal party for my baby, you can go do that. You can also give an achievement to bribe your wife to walk 5 miles with you. You can do that if you have an XP account and you're an organization. But yeah, you can do all of the above.
Awesome. Matt, I know what you're talking about with Shadowrun missions online, and I do think that that's worth an internal conversation with all of our groups with CDT and stuff like that. So let's connect on that too. Awesome. Well, don't forget, this is your last chance to get your XP for attending Tuesday Newsday. So scan that QR code after you make your account, if you haven't done that yet. And then don't forget the trivia for today. It's 5 questions, I think.
Yep.
So just 5 questions for tons more XP. Tomorrow, then, go out to your local game store and play. Then we've got Thursday. I can do this. Thursday is the... I can't do this.
Tell us how you game. Just tell us what you play, how you game, what your favorite types of games are. That way Catalyst knows.
Awesome. The answers are Battletech, Shadowrun, Leviathans, and all of our board games. And then Friday is the XP Network live stream. And there's something else.
We have a special guest from Catalyst on Friday, so be sure to join that, scan, and one lucky winner will win the wheel spin for signing up, and they get a big bonus of XP.
Awesome. Awesome. Basically double all of the stuff to earn this week. So I
I have
promise,
two other
Jason.
things that came to mind too before we
I,
close out for today.
oh sure. I did promise though. I do promise. I know the agenda. I am on so much cold medicine right now, so that I don't sound like so awful and stuff. But I still sound pretty bad. But
I didn't know,
okay,
so good job. Way to
go
go,
ahead.
medicine. So one thing for now, and this includes for you internationals out there, on the XP Network store itself, we do have the BattleTech bottle opener dog tag available for, I think it's 10,000 XP, and we have some other publisher products available right now that aren't too terribly much. And remember, you can use partial XP and then partial currency. It is a discount, so you can go onto the Catalyst store with the XP today and get your $2 off your purchase right now. So, and remember, on the Catalyst Shopify store, sign in with XP Network so you can get your points. If you don't sign in, you don't get your points. I don't know if this is still true, but I believe the My Hero Academia game you guys are doing is the exact same scale as the Street Fighter miniatures game I did with the Angry Joe show for Jasco Games. So we don't have decks or anything for you guys to make this compatible, but if you guys liked that Street Fighter game, I believe it's the exact same scale. It was our same sculptor, and you should be able to make a game where you can battle Street Fighter versus My Hero and vice versa. So, or use our Street Fighter miniatures in the My Hero game.
Awesome.
Now, it'd have to be totally fan done, but it is a thing that's possible.
Yeah, I will not comment on that in case Crunchyroll gets really mad at me. So
I'm just saying they're the same size. That's it.
Awesome. I saw people were asking if they can't scan the QR code. I just did the link in chat. I know, Matt, you tried. It's only moderators that can do links for security reasons. So, yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jason, for being here. Thank you, Tyler, for doing tech as always. Thank you guys for being here and getting excited and asking all these questions about XP Network. This is a big change for us and a new organization tool, and we're all excited to use it and hope to not lose momentum on that. So thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
Of course. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.